Hello everyone and welcome to Mission 8 of the Raven One Campaign for the A-18 in DCS World, where this time we were the Ready Fighters and we've just been called since a US ship has come under fire by Iranian fast movers. So we need to hurry up, get equipped, launch and get out there as fast as possible to save the American ship. With the big caveat being that this is in the middle of the night, so it's near pitch blackness all around. Anyway, let's get into it.
Strike, Raven 1-1, request vector to Romeo 1.
Raven 1-1 strike, turn heading 048 and climb Angels 10, stand by for coordinates.
Strike, go ahead.
Romeo 1, north, 263140. East 562634.
So I quickly note down those coordinates and then enter them as a new waypoint on the HSI.
Romeo 1 at north 263140, east 562634. Raven 1-1.
Read back correct. Switch to Blue 3 and contact Romeo 1 for updates and further talk on.
Raven 1-1 copy, switching channel 3. 2, go. Raven, check.
2.
Romeo 1, Raven 1-1 flight with you, 80 miles southwest. What's your situation?
This is Romeo 1. We were attacked by a group of fast movers with RPGs and heavy machine guns. We have taken moderate damage and are DIW, undergoing on-site repairs before we can get underway.
Raven 1-1 copies. Any hostiles?
Negative, but we have a group of skunks northeast from our position inbound.
Roger, Romeo. We'll be there in 5 mics, ready to assist until you finish your repairs. We're 2 Hornets armed with AGM-65s, rockets, and 20 Mike.
Romeo 1 copies. Raven 1-1. Request you ID the skunks to the northeast.
Wilco, Romeo. 2, lead. Fence in. Tapes on.
2 fenced, no alibis.
Leads fenced, no alibis. 2, stand by to goggle.
2, ready to goggle.
Goggle up.
2, goggled up.
Lead, goggled up. Romeo 1, Raven 1-1, 20 miles out. Any news?
Ravens, Romeo 1. Radar contact. The skunks are inbound. Our UH-1 Talon 4-2 is refueling and will be airborne in 5 to 10 mics.
Raven 1-1 copies.
So as he said that, a rather large return appeared on the ground scanning radar, so pretty sure that was the group of skunks that was mentioned. So I try and get a look, can't really see anything on IR, but then start looking around, seeing what else I can get targets on, just getting a bit closer so the IR has a better view.
2, lead. Scan for surface contacts.
2. Heads up. Tally 2 groups of skunks dead ahead.
Tally, stand by. Contacting Romeo 1. Romeo 1, Raven 1-1. Tally, large group of fast movers inbound on your position from northeast.
Raven 1-1, Romeo 1. You are cleared to engage. Disperse the group. Talon 4-2 still needs a few more minutes.
Romeo 1, Raven 1 flight is in hot against the fast movers. Break. Strike from Raven 1-1. Did you copy my last?
Raven 1-1, strike. Affirmative, you're cleared to engage.
Lead 2. Tally 10 contacts in northern, 9 contacts in southern group.
Roger. Keep your jet moving. Save your 65s. Use rockets and guns. Let's do it. Armstrong.
Raven 1-2 Armstrong.
Olive, Flip. Northern group is yours. I'll go after the southern one.
2 copies. Engaging.
So I head in on the target here. I've got something locked on radar. Can't really make it out on the flare pod. So just trying to get closer at this point. Still 12 miles out, 11 miles out of the target. So not too surprising I can't see it on flare, especially since we're engaging little tiny fast moving speedboats, so not exactly big targets. Try varying my view a bit, seeing if anything's popping up. Really not seeing much though. I can see a few dots on the flare pod. Don't know if they're going to come out on YouTube compression, but there are a few there. Part of the problem I have at this point is the interface has changed compared to when Wags did his tutorial video on how to track moving targets. So the interface has changed, the controls seem to have changed around, so everything's a little bit different. I'm just kind of guessing, but I do finally get a lock on a moving target there. Definitely is one of the boats. So nicely that is now up on my HUD. Now part of the issue is that you can't use the head-mounted, the night vision goggles even, with your MFCDs, but you can use them with the HUD. If you try looking at the MFCDs, then you see a big bright blur. I do misinterpret the Q here. This is beyond the max range, so those are just very waste missiles there. Now it starts to roll down. Now I'm in max range. This is a moving target, so I'm trying to lead it a bit, trying to guess how long the missile flight time is. And I do manage to actually get a hit there, take out a speedboat. And I managed to pull out without going into the water. So,
Raven 1-1, Talon 4-2, airborne. Engaging incoming fast movers.
2, smash target.
Talon 4-2, Raven 1-1. Roger. Be advised, we initially counted 19 contacts armed with heavy machine guns.
Talon 4-2 copies.
So again, I'm struggling to get the lock just because the control scheme seems a little bit off, and by the time I identify a target, it's already passed underneath me. So really struggling at this point to actually managing to get anything locked up on the flare, and I kind of need that because even with the night vision goggles I can't see anything.
Heads up, skunk bearing 335 to 11 from our position. Please investigate.
Romeo 1, Raven 1-1 copies. What about the fast movers?
Talon 4-2 is now airborne. We also have our cannons to hold them off.
Raven 1-1 copies. Searching for new surface contact 335-411 from Romeo 1.
So my wingman's been having better luck taking out the fast movers, so I tell her to continue while I go searching for this other ship.
Fast movers. I'll check that new skunk.
2, roger.
Takes me a little bit of time to get around, but do in the end see it's on the flare pod there.
Altitude.
So just trying to get it a bit more confirmed. But it's definitely what they're looking at, heading towards them.
Romeo 1, Raven 1-1, tally-ho. Looks like one of the new Iranian Grishas.
Raven 1-1, Romeo 1, roger. Mark position, but do not engage. Take care of the rest of the fast movers.
I'm going in again on the fast movers here, trying to get some missiles on. I do get a flare pod here, a lock. Trying to fire. Got plenty of rockets, but not doing any real good with them. The splashes that you see there is the cruiser engaging these things, or the destroyer, I'm not actually sure what it is. I do then start to take some AAA fire, just the heavy machine guns. Take a couple of hits, but nothing seems too bad. I think these are really, really low caliber guns they're firing at me. You can see the heavier guns there from the warship.
9-9, Romeo 1, fast movers are turning back. Good job.
Raven 1-1, Romeo 1. Iranian vessel has opened fire. 339 for 7 from our position. You are cleared to engage.
Raven 1-1, clear to engage enemy frigate. Break, strike, you copy that?
Raven 1 strike, affirmed. Romeo 1 is under fire. Clear to engage.
Raven 1-1 copies. 2, lead, here's the game plan. We're gonna shoot our mavs at that small boy. South to north run. Go for it, Olive.
Raven 1-2 copies. South to north run with Mavericks. Engaging.
Raven 1-1 engaging.
And here is when I realise I forgot to warm up my Mavericks, so they're going to take about 5 minutes to load up, by which time Olive goes in and...
Raven 1-2, good hit. Altitude. Altitude.
Romeo 1, Raven 1-1. We've scored direct hits against enemy vessel. On fire and DIW.
Raven 1-1, Romeo 1, roger. They stopped shooting. Good job. Raven 1-1 strike.
Raven 1-1.
Raven 2-1 is inbound. They will take over. You're clear to RTB once they arrive on station.
Raven 1-1 copies.
Raven 1-1, Raven 2-1. We're approaching the AO and we'll take it from here.
Thanks, Clam. Any word on Golf 5 Kilo?
Yeah, they'll be here in around 2 hours and help Romeo 1 with repairs.
All copied. Hope your turn is much more quiet than ours.
So yeah, between me really struggling with the night vision there and me really struggling to get the Mavericks working, I didn't do much. Got one little target there. Here I'm coming in, I tried to use the ACLS system, but for some reason it wasn't engaging mode 1, so I ended up having to fly it manually anyway. And that doesn't go great, as we're about to see. But all in all, I guess there was action on this one, but I really did struggle. So here I come down. I do almost get a wire, but bolter, don't get enough thrust quick enough at the end up in the sea. I ended up just deciding to skip this mission. I really didn't feel like repeating all of that effort. Not the biggest fan of this campaign so far, to be honest. It's challenging, but not challenging in a very fun way for me personally. But anyway, if you are enjoying, please do let me know. For now, I will continue with the campaign. And otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Cheers.